Let me in. Take that pain. Take it. Take it. You pushing me back. No.
Outside, what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we
Outside.
playing out this motherfucker. This
Let's
real
go.
life.
Real life
Yeah,
shit,
nigga,
girl.
no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
It was supposed to be just another court day, another chapter in Diddy's growing list of legal troubles. But everything changed the moment that secret audio was played, audio that allegedly featured Diddy, Will Smith, and Meek Mill.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
And out of everyone involved, it was Meek Mill's name that hit the hardest. He didn't just react, he exploded. This trial has gone way beyond just Cassie. Her disturbing story of abuse and control opened the door. But what's come pouring out now feels more like a hurricane. The courtroom, once filled with calm, legal procedures, turned ice cold when the audio hit. People in the room froze. Phones were banned, journalists locked out, but the whispers still made it out. And those whispers, they claimed the audio wasn't just incredible. It was shocking. Male-on-male content, laughter in the background, names, famous ones.
Meek Mill and P. Diddy did what? Every day there is a main story on the internet, and the goal is to never be it. Unfortunately, for P. Diddy and Meek Mill, they are the main character today, and you may be wondering why. This has to do with a lawsuit that was filed in Manhattan yesterday. It was a 70-page lawsuit filed by one of Diddy's ex-producers. The lawsuit alleges a lot in it, from P. Diddy being a really bad human being to him having with a redacted rapper and a redacted R&B singer. The producer, by the way, is Rodney Jones, who also goes by Little Rod. I am not a lawyer, so I'm not going to pretend that I know everything. My dad is a lawyer, for those wondering.
Meek Mill wasn't just another mention. He was part of the actual tape. That's what insiders are saying. And unlike Will Smith, who tried to deny everything in a straight-faced interview, Meek spiraled. Tweet after tweet, rant after rant. "Stop playing with me," he said. "I ain't fruity." But every word he posted just made things worse. It didn't come off like confidence. It came off like panic. And fans noticed. This wasn't the first time people had side-eyed Meek's relationship with Diddy. For years, fans had joked, calling him Diddy's intern, pocket puppet, or worse. At the time, most people brushed it off as internet trolling. But now, every past clip, every awkward moment, every whisper suddenly feels like a clue.
I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today, and I'm proud of that.
And when the courtroom tapes reportedly featured Meek in a situation, all those old rumors turned into digital fire. One video from a few years ago showed Meek at a party, hopping around with billionaire Michael Rubin, clearly trying to act lighthearted, but his eyes looked uncomfortable. The background voices were laughing. Not with him, at him. Then there's the infamous birthday party Diddy threw for Meek. A backyard pool full of shirtless dudes, Diddy saying, "I love you, Daddy," on camera. That clip went viral again and became a meme overnight. Every time Meek tried to post something serious, someone would just reply with, "Daddy," and it got to him. He tried to fight it online, tweeting out defenses, calling people clowns, telling them to get off his back. But the internet was already convinced. He was trending for all the wrong reasons. And once you're tied to something this big, this dirty, even silence can't save you. Meek wasn't even charged with anything, yet his reputation took a hit that might be impossible to fix. It's not just about what's on that tape. It's the reaction, the desperation, the fear in his tweets. It makes people wonder, what's really on that audio? Because so far, nothing's leaked, not 1 second, not one still frame. It's just courtroom whispers and insider descriptions. One person claimed it featured Meek and Diddy in bed. Another said Diddy was laughing while a man got pounded. And while we can't confirm any of that, the fact that Meek is acting like the internet's out to destroy him says a lot. He tweeted like a man cornered. And here's where it gets deeper, because this silence from the government, the fact that no part of this evidence has reached the public, makes people suspicious. In most cases, some kind of courtroom footage leaks. Journalists get statements, Transcripts appear online, but not this time, not with this trial. It's like there's a wall up and people want to know who's behind it. Why hasn't the public heard this tape? Why are the names on it? Diddy, Will Smith, Meek Mill being protected? Some say it's to keep their identities safe. Others say it's because what's on the tape is too explosive, too damaging. It could blow open the doors of Hollywood, destroy careers, break record deals, cancel movies.
Jada Pinkett Smith's husband was performing at a concert in San Diego and decided to directly address the Diddy of it all. For the first time. So, did he get jiggy with Diddy?
And Meek Mill, he's not just collateral damage, he's now at the center of it. Whether it's true or not, the public has already made up their mind. And in the age of the internet, being guilty by association is often worse than being found guilty in court. You scroll Twitter, and it's everywhere. People laughing at Meek, mocking him. Not for something he did, but for how he's reacting. Because the harder he tries to push back, the more people dig. They've pulled up old tweets, awkward interviews, weird clips where he and Diddy seemed a little too close.
I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets.
They had a recording of Meek and Diddy.
Making love?
I don't know if it was love.
Okay, you have it? Let's hear it. What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
You didn't hear this?
no!
Now, Miran,
Yeah.
what does that sound authentic?
It absolutely. Oh my God.
And now everything has a new meaning. It's wild how fast a career can shift. Meek Mill went from rap hero to internet joke in days. His history with Diddy? Under a microscope. His image? Shattered. And it's not like the court has cleared anything up. The silence from officials only makes things worse. It leaves space for rumors to grow, for assumptions to spread like wildfire. No one's saying Meek did anything illegal. But that doesn't matter anymore. In the court of public opinion, perception is everything. And right now, Meek looks guilty of something, maybe not of a crime, but of hiding something.
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We got a lawsuit. So the Lil Rod lawsuit we got.
Yeah, I read through the whole thing.
And it didn't mention Meek by name, but there was a
To
footnote.
a Philly rapper who used to
redacted
date
the name.
Nicki Minaj.
It was like a Jeopardy question.
Duh, who
Yeah.
is that? There could only be one person on the planet. Unless
So-
there's a Philly rapper that also dated Nicki that no one knows about, it's obviously Meek Mill.
So essentially, I reacted to, like, I literally found out on stream, like, what? I'm like, yo, no way Meek Mill was in these freak.
Why Meek insert himself in this Diddy stuff?
Yes, I just told him the other day, y'all stop talking about me.
First
Stop
of all,
saying this.
What do you mean Meek
Nobody-
inserted himself in Diddy?
Meek-
I don't like how you
He
said
did
that.
not say that. She
That's
did
what
not
you
say
just
that.
said.
No,
What are you
no,
talking
no.
about?
No, not in Diddy, but in the Diddy stuff. So he tweeted a couple
And
days.
Diddy don't
What is
get
Diddy
bended.
stuff?
Diddy
So,
don't get bended. He
Meek-
do the bending. So ain't nobody
I don't
inserting.
believe that.
Meek
All right.
tweeted just to put on public record. No, he had tweeted something else before this. He was talking about the Little Rod guy or whatever, right? But then he goes to clarify what he actually saw at Diddy parties. He said the craziest thing he's seen at a puff party is coke vibes, and that's going on at all these parties. I'm from North Philly. I had millions since I was 23. I don't even want to be addicted to weed. Not judging, but I see it different. His original tweet said, in the midst of Diddy on federal trial, I want to bring back up that Little Rod and his lawsuit was dropped. He never said my name, and these blogs amplified that whole agenda against me. My culture don't believe it, but it's an attack on my brand. I want to get to the bottom of it. So
What happened now?
remember they brought Meek into it. Remember they said the rapper from Philly originally in some of the civil
So
lawsuits.
Meek just volunteered this
Yeah,
information.
he's not the only rapper from Philly.
He don't understand?
No.
Or being involved in something people don't understand. And because of that, they mock him. They drag him. They clip every moment that could make him look weak, and they blast it everywhere. Even if he's innocent, how do you recover from that? Meek Mill has always positioned himself as a fighter, a survivor, someone who came from the streets and made it out. But now, he's fighting a battle he didn't see coming, a battle he might not be able to win. Because when you're fighting the internet, the rules are different. Facts don't matter as much as feelings. And right now, the feeling is something's off. That's the power of leaked audio. Even if we haven't heard it, the idea of it is enough to ruin someone. And Meek's meltdown, his tweets, his denial, his anger, only make the idea more believable. This trial started with Cassie, a woman who was brave enough to speak up about what she faced. But now, it's pulling in names that were once untouchable. Diddy, Will Smith, Meek Mill, all giants in their own world. All now at the center of whispers that feel louder than words. And Meek? He's not just being dragged. He's being buried by a narrative he can't escape. Unless that audio comes out and proves otherwise, the internet will keep believing the worst. Because in this new digital age, silence is suspicious, and denial sounds like guilt.